Good day, everyone. I am the Raven from Arendal of Norway, southeast coast. I want to have a general read so everyone can participate. We do want to have or invite other sun signs into the channel. I have to admit I'm more comfortable with describing the Scorpio, but I really did miss the period we have when we were to communicate with the other signs as well, because there are many signs there, many signs out there who have complex charts. And there are many signs out there who have strong Scorpio placements without being aware of it. So the read we will do now will be for all of you. So there will be different messages for all of the sign. And we are going to pick up the thread regarding manipulation and how this is taking place in your life. So what we are going to find out is whether you could be the one who manipulates without being aware of it. Now, the word manipulation have a bit negative aspect to it. Know that manipulate is very related to mani and ani. So we animating something to create either peace, and sometimes we are creating or manipulating for our own benefits. So sometimes people can manipulate you simply because they love you so much, they don't want to lose you, and they forget that perhaps you are living in a lie based on what someone else wants you to live, because they can't let go of you. So we are going to go through a general read. So it will be those signs who pop up, we will see as we start, and we will jump right to it. Okay? Okay. Regarding taking action here, there is a Pisces in reverse there. For those of you who are in need now of taking action regarding a case, know that Mars is going in reverse, it's going retrograde. So it is difficult for many of us to take action because we are it feels like we are in a swamp. There is also this Piscean energy here in reversed. So the first house is about taking action. It is militia. This is where we learn how to fight, to become fighters. And also with the Fool card here, to take new chances and create new beginnings. And there is an energy here of an illusion. Illusions could be through television. It could be also a whisperer in your life, a Wormstone, who tells you the things that you need to hear this because this is the best for you, and they're creating illusion for you, a scenario that you will end up being co-creator because if you stop believing in yourself that you are the one that actually are in charge of your own life, there is a lot of fear out there now about prices are getting higher. Trust me, there is a solution to everything, and it all comes down to your own mentality and how you are open to creating a solution, whether you want to submit. So there could be someone here with a whispering voice, with a wormstone, a silky voice, just like with Libra, and this combination could also be, who maybe wants to, I don't know what they want from you, but there is an illusion here which is not beneficial from you. Okay? That was the first message. I believe many of you already know or are aware of the whispering and this conditioning that you should be in a certain place, you should do something specific, and you have this "I'm so proud of you." This "I'm so proud of you" is a conditional kind of love. Okay? You should be proud of your children, your loved ones, no matter. We always try to do our best, okay? Okay. So you have something benefiting you here regarding creating, investing in something. Maybe it screams for some of you. This is investing. This is cardinal energies, very strong cardinal energies. So some of you might want to invest in something to create balance. You have a vision about creating balance. You could have a strong Libra placement. Capricorn here, who usually is depicted as devil, is a climber. He's a CEO. He's the boss of a company. And those two together, they are not on the quite same level. He would say, what can we make from this? What kind of coins can we make from this? What resources do we have? Well, Libra is more like, what kind of peace can we create for them? They are very sophisticated in how they work, and yet they do respect each other. But there is something here regarding, for those of you who are thinking of investing in a property to create something secure, you do have the powerful part, all the energies from Libra to talk your way into getting a beneficial safe zone, and you have a Capricorn here. So right now I do not really see any kind of manipulation regarding you creating your own nest and benefit from it, maybe creating a home space. But what I do see is that you always need to be careful, and perhaps even get a lawyer to look through all contracts. I spoke about that in the previous video regarding manipulation. So, small travels, communication could also be in your work field. Many of you are extremely charming. We have a Leo here, okay? So for now we have Pisces, we have Capricorn, we have Libra. So either it's vice versa, either you're dealing with these signs or either you are these signs, okay? Either you are the one who trying to make it as available for you to see for yourself, okay? Let's take a good look. So some of you might be dealing with the Leo here regarding communication, and he's on his good side here. So either you are a Leo, if you are in some kind of a deal right now where you have to travel and create some kind of a deal, you are in a good place. So regarding manipulation, remember, it's not necessarily a negative thing. It's more like use the card here reminds you, all of you, even if you don't have a Libra placement, to use your charm, to use your heart, to use your good wit into let's say it's a little bit, it's a kind of magic, and it's also common sense that the more you are capable of mirroring the one you are dealing with, it's called reporting in neuro-linguistic programming, the more beneficial this will be for you. This is also about knowledge about the sun. For those of you who are working esoteric fields, the sun is so much more than what you see in the sky. Also here, for those of you who are Leo or have a connection to Leo, Saturn here is in reversed. So when Saturn is opposing Leo, Leo is likely to withdraw and start procrastinating, because Leo is very, very comfortable in the savannah while the lionesses is doing the hunted. So Leo's small shadow side here is all about, you know, I'm already comfortable where I am, so you start procrastinating. So this is the danger here if you are communicating with someone regarding a business or travel or even gathering knowledge. You need to make sure that you're taking full action. However, if this is something you also resonate with, you need to bypass that. And again, I advise many of you to think twice before you are making any big decisions in 2022. So let's check your family. So remember, this is a collective read for all the signs. Someone has a lot going on in your family. So this is for all of you. And you will know when the message is for you, okay? So in your family situation, some of you have Neptune. Again, this is the energies of the Hanged Man, which is a sacrifice. So some of you might feel that you are a scapegoat in your family. You might feel that you are an outcast. You might be Piscean yourself, or you might be dealing with Pisces who are using the construct of Azazel, which was a fallen angel and also known as a scapegoat. Read the Sumerian text. Interesting, by the way. So Neptune here is an illusionist. Some of you who have, there is in your family, there could be in your family someone who are a worm's tongue to you, or the other way around, especially those of the second tribe of Scorpio. But Pisces and Scorpio in general are worm's tongues. And so you could be dealing with a worm's tongue, someone who are whispering in someone's ear, which is going against your will or your good reputation or whatever. However, it's not in reversed. So there is some kind of illusion here connected to your family. And the illusion could be that they have towards you, or there could be something that you don't simply see. Some of you also are dreaming about having the perfect family. keep dreaming and start manifesting, and remember, nothing is really external of you. Okay. There is this energy here where we find the house of playfulness, having fun, romance. There is someone here who needs space. It could be an Aquarian. You could also be dealing with another Scorpio, or, sorry, I'm used to most people have been Scorpios, but you could be dealing with a Plutonian. They don't necessarily have to be Scorpio. They have a strong Plutonic placement. And Plutonians, I can just say only one thing. They are the manipulators of the manipulators. They can even crash Neptune here, because they have no mercy when they really join the dark side of the force. Jupiter here is also on your side. So this is about taking a leap of faith. Aquarius is a freedom hunter. But Pluto here, he digs into the deep, deep, deep dark oceans in order to find truth about something. And none of them are really in a manipulative state. I want to dig deeper and deeper into this, so this will be more like a short read. But Pluto and Neptune together, you will have Sandman. Only Sandman, he doesn't really manipulate you the same way Lucifer would do. Okay, referring to the series, of course. So your 5th house of playfulness, of joy and all this is showing me the opportunity here to be different, to gain higher learning, but also to get deeper learning. That ain't too bad, is it? In your 6th house, you have water. So many of you could have skills regarding healing, or the ability to create magic from wherever you are from. You have maybe knowledge about places you've been before you came to this simulation. And water here is very emotional. So some of you could work in a field where there are a lot of emotions, but it could be someone who needs to quit really bad habits, or someone who's been traumatized, so something that affects emotion. Some of you have a strong sense of compassion, and I don't find any manipulation here either today. If you are sure of that you are being manipulated, check the video I put up yesterday. And maybe you will vibe with the Scorpio read, because you could be dealing with another Scorpio. Because I have an appointment not so long, so I thought, okay, I'll do a quick read before I go and invite everyone into the channel. So 6th house, I myself have Neptune, which is water, in 6th house, and I use it for illustrating. It's a magical thing to have. I've used it to train other people in healing, and to heal. It's always easier to do it for someone else than for yourself, isn't it? In the next house, which is the 7th house, you have Scorpio. Then you have a double six. I wonder if I had 3 dice right now from Dungeons and Dragons. And it's coming up uprights. Your 7th house regarding love. You are dealing, some of you are dealing with someone, you're dealing with a Scorpio, some of you. You know, that is, you know, different messages for different people of you, so take what resonates. Some of you are dealing with another Scorpio, and when Scorpios manipulate for their own benefit, I've been there, I've dated a couple of other Scorpios. Well, hello there, papas. I only have good kitties. But there is this sensation here that many of you are experiencing something dramatic in regarding your love life, your acquaintances, people you are dealing with. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, know that if you try to lie to them, they'll be onto you very quick. They will see right through it, most of them, unless they are very distracted, you know. You have to be exceptionally skilled to delude a Scorpio, because they're already deluded in their own way, and they have managed to create a form from that. So they know it, and they know now how to channel it in the right way, in the left way, or within the equilibrium. So now 6-6, interesting number. Look it up, angel number, whatever. But 6-6 is usually, you know, referring to our physical bodies as well. It equals a 12, so there could be also some of you that are in a separation right now with a Scorpio. There's someone you have a very strong bond with, someone that you want them also on your good side, because even good and nice Scorpios, they might have sides to them that they're not aware of, because the tail alone is has its own mind, basically. It's reflexes. If you hurt a Scorpio, you might get a reflex. Oh, I'm sorry. So will we walk out whenever we will be perfect? Even then, are you? Do you then have the right one to judge others because now I'm perfect, now I'm doing all the exercises I'm supposed to do, now I'm such a good person, now I can help this and this and this person, and be careful for something called spiritual arrogance. This does exist. In your 8th house, there's not many reversals here. I don't know. What's up? In your 8th house, there is a huge transformation here. For those of you who have Cancerian in your ascendant, big changes are coming in. Many of you are in a stage now where you're burning. You want to change, you want to join the levels of the Phoenix, the order of the Phoenix, and not necessarily an order either, because Scorpios, we like to operate on our own. Yeah? So in the 8th house, power, money, sex, destruction, and rebirth, where where the Phoenix rises. Some of you could be dealing or having a relationship with a Cancerian, or you have a Cancerian in your energies. But this fire here is strong. Look at her, she carries wings. So, 8th house. Strangely how flowing the energies out today. Okay. Many of you choose to stay grounded right now. Many of you might be urging. There is a Virgo here. Either you're dealing with one, or you are a Virgo, have strong Virgo placement. But this is not someone who are known to manipulate, unless, you know, the rest of the chart says so. So I'm not sure I can even call this video the video of manipulation. I will have to do a new one on that one. So this will just be your general energies, okay? Just beware. Virgo here, she already contains a lot of knowledge, but they're usually very masculine, or they could also be very androgynous. I just looked at the chart of Rachel Evan Woods. She's a quadruple Virgo, and she's got Sun, Mars, Venus conjunct. And you would think a Virgo would be so feminine, but she got Mars conjunct also the Sun, and they're ruled by Mercury. So people who have a strong influence by Mercury are likely to be bisexual. But they could also, Virgo is about purity. They are very, they work very hard. They enjoy working. They enjoy serving. And usually many Virgos are good with mathematics and picking things apart. They are very brilliant people, but they also are skeptics. So regarding here, for some of you, if you are planning a travel, there is a Virgo here that is significant to your travel. And she might advise you to take a good look at your finances, organizing yourself first, plan well ahead. So she's sensible sound in your head before you make that travel, before you make that journey. Let's take a look at your house of career. Everyone in the world. So when it comes to your career, we are dealing with Mercury here. So you could be dealing with either a Gemini or a Virgo, or these energies. Mercury is very strong here. So many of you could benefit from taking action right now in where you want to do a career, where you want to be an entrepreneur, where you want to fulfill your dream. Use Mercury. Is Thoth is the god of knowledge. They know basically her walking lexicons. They know so many things, and they're funny, and they travel fast. They have a quick mind. They are brilliant, but there is a Sagittarius here who might not be on your team, or someone who are not on your team. Sagittarius energy is strong at it, so it's mutable, it's fire. Someone who are it could be someone, you know, you've done all your notes, you know, being all Virgo, you've done all the system, and someone else coming in and burning it up in all directions. Just all the work you've done for nothing when Sagittarius is in a really bad mood. So know that all the energies could be inside of you, could be outside of you, but these are the energies, okay? So there is a stagnation here for some of you regarding a Sagittarius when it comes to you. It could be a person that simply do not want you to evolve in your career. It could be jealousy, it could be this, it could be that, it could be I know better, a spiritual narcissist, God knows. There's your warning. When Sagittarius manipulate, they are really not very good manipulators. They would have to have some other placement in the chart. Bruce Lee was a Sagittarius with moon in Scorpio, so they know how to do that. But this Sagittarius is loose cannon, and they could be someone you walk on eggshells around because you're afraid not to make them angry, okay? So let's see. Seems like some of you are revealed of a secret in your environment. We are now in the 11th house where technology is being created with people who are unusual, almost alien-like, are usually expressing themselves through very colorful clothes. They stand out and they like to fight for their freedom. So both Luna and Aquarius are in reverse. You could be dealing with a Cancer, you could be dealing with Aquarius, or you could be exactly that, okay? So I really not get that combination quite. There could be someone here who are abusing, because Aquarius, they do have a lot of power. They are fixed, and people really listen to them when they are when they have the spine, like a alpha. It could be a secret coming out regarding an Aquarius here. Maybe you're living in a community of people who wants to live close to Mother Earth and these things. But there is no place in the earth, there is no society on this planet where you will, who are all purged, who are free of people who sometimes have an agenda that only benefits them. So it could be a secret here coming out regarding a tyrant. Someone who tries to maybe profit on a charity or with some, some of you could be Gemini or have strong Gemini placement. I actually know someone who are in a very similar situation like this, and I have been in a similar situation like that, very, very similar situation like that. And in that situation, I established something that was beneficial for everyone, a green establishment. It was from higher hold, already established. I brought it to my town, and there was someone there who was a hybrid between Pisces and Aquarius, who decided that she wanted to rule what I had brought to or established within my town, Arundel, and she felt that she deserved my title or credit for the things that I have done. She was someone who liked to give the impression by picking garbage or helping out here, helping out there, to show the world how good what a good person she is. However, I known her since I was a child, and trying to work with her again was a nightmare. What I did was just, and I also had gotten into the university, so I really was too much anyway. So I said, okay, because she does have the capability to make things happen. So I thought, okay, let her have it. Let her have the title. Let her have the even people I have contacted who are in a certain interesting position. She would, let's just call it, it's a copycat. Okay, taking someone else's work and, you know, taking the credit for it. And many people are aware of it. So she's also quite alert, extremely manipulative, but it's so obvious to most people that they are so regarding Gemini energy here, this is all about communication. So for those of you who are now dealing with 11th house, in a way, you have Gemini here. Let's have a look on what's the deal with that. Like I said before, Gemini, they are ruled by Mercury. Many of them can be very androgynous. So for those of you who choose to use this energy here around you, whether you live in a place, you're a community, you will grow something, but you need the patience, okay? Maybe we have more time later. Couldn't resist myself here. Some of you lost something that is very dear to you. A family member, you know, your family, you're disconnected from your family. So you're now looking for something else, and you tend to find this instead of places. You know, some of you are seeking people like yourself. And there is this sadness here, 5 of Cups, that might hold you a little bit back to take that leap of faith. Give me an advice for the Gemini energy here. This could also be you holding yourself back. So whatever resonates, okay? Sometimes we tell ourselves all the strangest story in order to continue a very destructive path. The universe here is advising you to make a choice, okay? 2 of Swords. So we are now in the Aquarian field, dealing with Gemini. So Aquarian field is also healing. It's the star, unless this is Temperance. I believe it's the star. Very similar sometimes. This one wanted to tag along. So some of you might need, this is the King or Queen of Swords. That's the only critique I have towards these cards. They're a little bit vague there. But there is a transformation here if you can make that choice, and that is to chop down people and energies that do not support you. Because you see the cat here is walking towards something, but in order to do that, it needs to cut out something, okay? The choice is very simple for you, my beautiful people, because you might have to sacrifice your independence. or you are maybe afraid of sacrificing your independence. But you leaving something that you feel secure, maybe a house, maybe a family, maybe something, you're cutting it off. You're walking blindfolds there. Some of you, so in order to do this, the universe advises you to really have a spine in order to cut certain things out to gain your goals. Okay. Piscean energy, 12th house. That is your subconsciousness, your intuition, your ability to heal, also your ability to create illusions, movies, paintings. So what's going here for some of you? Some of you could be Sagittarius, some of you could be just very beautiful or work with a very beautiful project. We have a Libra here, manipulating energies, and we have Uranus. So this is quite an interesting, perhaps the most interesting. Sagittarius here in 12th house, they do not like to be deep into the water. They would be claustrophobic about it. It's almost like having a tiny volcano below a bucket, or the Mariana, or wherever in the Atlantic Ocean. But some of you could also be Sagittarius. You need to look more deep into yourself before you shoot yourself a goal. Sagittarius, when they're in balance, tend to shoot goals in all directions, including insults or how they feel about everything. I wouldn't take it too serious, because they're also, a little bit happy-go-lucky, and they don't really carry grudges, as long as they are very, typical. Some of you might be working with the beauty and know that beauty can also be all about seduction. So someone could seduce you right now, or you could be the seductor. I know that if you are Pisces with strong Venus, very physical beauty. Venus, when she is neg, she can be extremely, Venusian people can be extremely shallow when it comes to making a decision based on love, like how good looking are they? I want beauty. It's the external surface beauty they hunt for. But here you have, some of you have Venus in your 12th house. So some of you are looking for the beauty inside. And for that, I'm simply proud of you. I'm proud of you anyway. But so this is the advice from the universe here. There is a Libra here. Some of you could be Libra or dealing with a Libra. But Libra here in 12th house is creating some kind of imbalance when it comes to maybe listening. You rather listen to your rational mind rather than your intuition, which usually is more right than the rational mind. Intuition pops up right away and will tell you something is wrong here. And with Venus, which is the ruler of Libra, together in the 12th house, there could be a block here where some of you are blocking out the subconscious of you, or you could be dealing with someone who does this, and they drive you crazy because they're all about how beautiful things are on the surface and how we should listen to the head, not the heart or the stomach, guts, which is also called the intuition. Uranus here speaks of something sudden. So if you connect Uranus energy, basically Nikola Tesla, onto your intuition, you will be able to channel energies of really, really baffling. It can take you anywhere. Basically, it can take you anywhere to journeys to other worlds. You could travel. Pisceans, you are not just the masters of dreams and illusions. You are illusionists and creating, you know, so many beautiful things, storytelling. And when Uranus here placed in the 12th house, it could speak of something sudden, a sudden enlightenment. Because when I see Uranus, I also see a lot of lightning, you know, as in the Tesla coil that we find in many of these lamps and such things, or a very sudden form of lightning. Uranus could come here and you need to wake up your subconsciousness and be aware of this. Okay, so that would be it for today, but we can't leave you without Nordic advice from the runes. Some of them are Celts, so let's live with that. We can handle the Celts. We love the Druids, we love the fairies. So the Celts and the Vikings, they're very, you know, Vikings are more masculine in their expressions, and the Celts are more feminine in their expression. The Vikings had to survive in the mountains, so they had to be very, very butch. But that does not mean that one is better than the other one. So yeah, I do believe that Vikings are known to be more savage than the Celts, but in the old days things was a lot, you know, not going to go in there. If you see Britannia, and if there's a tad truth to it, you'll see that it was a lot of brutality between Druids and, you know, in general Celts as well. So let's not make assumptions, okay? So here we have Samhain for some of you. So that would be Capricorn energy, Aquarius energy. So that would be January, February. For some of you, some of you could rebel towards something, and you will rebel hard. You will rebel hard, okay? It will, as you can see here, it might create a tower moment. So take it as a prediction or whatever you know. Okay, here we have, so we have Imbolc, and for now I'm going to pick out the rune only because I simply don't have time to go through all this. So we have Eo. It's shaped like a reversed set, kind of flipping. So that's Libra energy. You could use it if you use it as a rune. This is about, I don't know what you means, but it's about endurance, death, and change. And it's a Libra energy. So that is when Libra is walking into Scorpio. Sun sign Libra, the sun is always moving, and the next sign would be Scorpio. So the progressive sun, when it moves into Scorpio, there will be a very large transformation. So if you have your chart, you can look at what planets you have in Libra and see which one of them are moving into Scorpio right now. So those inner planets are those you want to pay extra attention to. So this is about, can you endure it? There is no data. Okay. Last oracle card. I have a weak spot for the unicorns. Just put it like that. voicemail, but basically the energy is here. The message here from the Great Spirit is to keep calm. Beautiful artwork. I love them. Okay, keep calm. So that would be my general read for all the star signs. You figure out what resonates and stand there. So yes, I hope to see you soon again. I have spoken. I'm the Raven from Norway. Thank you so much for visiting my channels. Welcome back.